All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. This is a regular board meeting of the Edgewood City School District. Ms. Bowers, can you call the roll, please?
Mrs. Amy Ashcraft.
Present.
Mrs. Lori Barnes.
Present.
Mr. Kevin Fall.
Present.
Mr. Mark Messerschmidt.
Present.
Mr. John Thomas.
Present.
Will you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and then remain standing? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have Mr. John Wagner here.
Let us pray. Almighty God, we ask your blessing on public servants, particularly those associated with the schools here in this community. Bless this community as it seeks to support education. We ask that knowledge may be increased among us all, and all good learning flourish and abound. Bless those who teach, and all those who learn, and grant that in humility of heart they may look unto thee, and find wisdom and courage for the living of these days. I pray in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Thank you.
This time we will look for an approval of the agenda as amended.
So moved.
Mr. Fall, is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Thomas. Ms. Bowers, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Kevin Fall.
Yes.
Mr. John Thomas.
Yes.
Mrs. Amy Ashcraft.
Yes.
Mrs. Lori Barnes.
Yes.
Mr. Mark Messerschmidt.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
And we have one presentation tonight. She's excited.
You ready?
Mr. Gary Gavrish, she knows you're talking. Or he, I'm sorry, it's a he.
I'll be quick about this. I do have a couple things that I want to share with you about Butler Tech. This is a Butler Tech update. This is student showcases. Gives you guys the dates and all the opportunities that the students have to show what they've been doing at Butler Tech. A few things that's been going on at Butler Tech. There's been, since the beginning of the year, there's been 3 ribbon cuttings. The aviation program in Middletown, and there was a student that did fly to school one day with his own airplane. So that was pretty cool. And the addition to the bioscience down in Westchester, and that's going to focus mainly on the healthcare RN. So the other one is in Hamilton. It's in advanced manufacturing. It will be focused around robotics and engineering. So some more opportunities for the kids, here at Edgewood. Just kind of hope maybe in the future you kind of see where they're branching out. Maybe we could do some kind of collaboration, bring them here in some capacity, just something to throw out there. And as Butler Tech has expanded, they do recognize the busing situation that they put on local districts. They are working on it, and I believe that it will work out for everybody. I don't have a whole lot to share about it at this time, but I believe they'll probably be in touch with Mr. Philpott about that. I only have one other thing to share. There is going to be a new program at Butler Tech, the 26-27 school year. It's a 1-year electrical technology program. So some more opportunities out there for students at Edgewood. If you ever get a chance to go to Cafe Lee, it's a good place to eat. They do have some different types of food there, so you gotta kind of watch the menu and make sure you know what you're going to get into. But other than that, if you guys have any questions, I'd be glad to follow up with if I can do anything for you on that end. You guys, I think you all have my number if you want to call me.
Just curious, why is it electrical just 1 year?
I'm not really sure. I mean, it's obviously a new program. I think maybe just because they don't really know what they're getting into.
Trial.
Yeah, see, yeah, kind of piloting it would be my guess. I think it's gonna be on the campus up on, Route 4. So I'm not sure what building, they've got several buildings that they've expanded all the way down to the Swordsville. And there is some talk maybe about some type of a building in the Swordsville area right there, so. Could be a new building coming.
So back in the fall, Elisa, Patty, and myself went over to Aggie Lunch Cafe. They showcased an Edgewood senior who did the menu. I think it was French food, wasn't it? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And I think, and Kevin went too, right? That's right. And I think they're doing another senior this month, but I didn't get an invite for the other Edgewood senior because they do the menu the whole
She
week.
just did, yes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And so last week, I got invited to one of these senior showcases.
Okay.
And I went over to the bioscience building. Had never been over there. The student was an 8th grader when I was first year principal, and she invited me. It was really nice. And then while I was there were 2 more Edgewood seniors that invited me to pop in on there. So I got to see 3 of our students do their showcases. It was a great way for me to spend an hour, and that place was really, really impressive. And I was glad I was getting to see those kids, and you could tell they were really excited that I was there. So to get the opportunity to support our kids, it's a great thing to do.
Yeah.
I'm glad I did it.
Great. If you need any, I'll try to get these, dates and stuff to you prior to your meeting, so maybe I'll get them to Patty and she can get them to you as far as some things that's happening within the, kind of every month. If you still want me to, I'll come back quarterly and report here.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
And I told Mr. Superintendent over there that we've been doing a shuttle all along. Not everybody does a shuttle. We've been doing a shuttle. We could do another shuttle. We would like to pick the shuttle. Obviously, we don't want to be taken off to the bioscience building, but Middletown or Swordsville will be a lot more convenient for Edgewood. Because even though they're looking at size of districts and the number of kids, geography plays a big part of that too, where it makes sense. We don't have time to run a bus to Westchester, but we might have time to run it to Middletown.
Yes. And I believe that's a lot of the conversation that's going around as far as what's kind of working for everybody. Everybody's trying to work together on it because not just us. I mean, I know it's an issue for everybody.
Yeah.
So,
Well, Edgewood should be in high regards because we've been doing that for years, and one of the regulars that have been transporting kids. So, and like I said, we're willing to do another to help them out.
okay. I'll share that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks, Aaron.
Yes.
All right, we don't have any public participation, so we'll start off with treasurer's items.
The first, go ahead. I'd like to ask for a motion to block items A, B, and C, and these are board minutes from March 23rd, April the 18th, and April the 23rd. If I could have a motion to approve those, please.
Is there a motion to approve a block of A, B, and C as presented?
So moved.
Mr. Messerschmidt, is there a second?
Second.
Mrs. Barnes. Is there any discussion on these items? You have to excuse us tonight. Our board doc site is down, so we're all using paper. We're not used to that, so it's a little, I would say clunky.
It's very clunky.
Very clunky. We're going old school tonight.
These are paperweights.
Yeah, what?
Why do you guys all have your computers open?
Because we had to log into our emails. Because Patty put stuff up on the emails for us. Don't mess with me.
We were hopeful it would work.
Yeah. Okay, no discussion. Ms. Bowers, you call roll, please.
Mr. Mark Messerschmidt.
Yes.
Mrs. Lori Barnes. Yes. Mrs. Amy Ashcraft.
Yes.
Mr. Kevin Hall.
Yes.
Mr. John Thomas.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. The next agenda item is the March 2026 financial reports. I'd like to have a motion to approve those, please.
Is there a motion to approve the financial reports from March as presented?
So moved.
Mr. Fall, is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Messerschmidt. Any discussion on these items?
Nice to have a positive month.
I'm sorry, what?
Nice to have a positive month.
Yep.
more income than outcome. I always like to notate those ones.
Those are really good. All right, Ms. Bowers, you call the roll, please.
Mr. Kevin Paul.
Yes.
Mr. Mark Messerschmidt.
Yes.
Mrs. Amy Ashcraft.
Yes.
Mrs. Lori Barnes.
Yes.
Mr. John Thomas.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Next, I'd like to ask for a motion to approve the SWOPA quotes as presented.
There are motion to approve the SWOPA quotes as presented.
So moved.
Mr. Messerschmidt, is there a second?
Yes, second.
Mr. Thomas. Okay. Is there any discussion on this item?
You
I have
mentioned,
something I'd like to share,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
Okay.
The first one is for the wireless access points. I know that says $40,000. Both of these are E-ratable, so we will only pay 20% of these. So the first one will be about $8,800. And then the second one is network insurance, also E-ratable, and that will only cost us $31.41. These will not be paid until July. This is just something we're working on doing right now. I also wanted to add here that we have 144 access points in this district. The end of life for those was April 24th. So for April of 24, we've really stretched these out a couple years further. We've done this working with Zach Cantor, just trying to push things up, but we're gonna move forward. We'd like to do half of them next year and then the other half the following year. But I wanted to point out they are E-ratable and it's not the $40,000. We'll pay 20% on one for about $8,800 and then $3,100 for the second.
I wanted to share, I really like the ranking, scoring, through all the contracts that were put out. It was very helpful for me to kind of, even though they were basic categories, it was still very nice to see that. So if there's any way we could replicate that on others, not saying I want to put a lot more work, but it was very easy for me to read and make sense why that one was selected. Thank you, Zach.
So you said something about insurance. Is that what this, is that what I'm saying
That
right here?
second one, yes.
So the gold managed network and the silver, those are insurance policies around that?
They are, I actually talked with Zach about this, depending on what it is and where it is. It's either in the gold or the silver. I don't know exactly still in here.
Yeah,
but I
right
wanted
here.
to- Would you?
If it's like, if the more critical systems are on gold, and that just means that if it were to go down, SWOT would bring a replacement in the same day, to
Okay.
guarantee kind of educational continuity.
So it's not necessarily security, it's more
It's
insurance?
security as well. It also covers like maintenance patches, so with that, then SWOT also takes care of all the patching and maintenance on the equipment. So it actually is a little bit of both.
Okay, great. Is there anything else we need in addition to this to protect our system?
I mean, there's a whole wide array of things you could do. I mean, there's more we could do, but
Is there more we need to do?
Yeah, I mean, there's more we could be doing, for sure. But I would say this is a good start.
Okay. Thank you.
Ms. Bowers, you call the roll, please.
Mr. Mark Messerschmidt.
Yes.
Mr. John Thomas.
Yes.
Mrs. Amy Ashcraft.
Yes.
Mrs. Lori Barnes.
Yes.
Mr. Kevin Paul.
Yes.
That motion carries 5-0. Next, I'd like to ask for a motion to approve item F, which is Applied Behavioral Services Contract.
Is there a motion to approve the Applied Behavioral Services contract as presented?
So moved.
Mr. Fall, is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Messerschmidt. Is there any discussion on this item?
I can comment on this one as well. This is for a student that is already placed out. It was a partial day. This is going to a full day. So we had to come back with a new contract. This is an increase for that student for about $8,500 from April through the end of the year.
And do you provide transportation?
Yes. Yes.
And the event this student's along with, this is
This student,
It's month to month, right?
it's our student that's been placed out.
Okay.
That we're paying tuition for this student
I got it,
to
I got
attend. It was a partial day, but there's a need for full day.
So when you guys change these from half day to full day, like who makes that determination?
This in particular student was on a wait list for a full day. When we needed an outplacement, all they had available was a half day, and so we took it because we needed something. He was on home instruction prior, which isn't great. So a full day opened up, so the IT team that made that decision already used, it wasn't available.
Okay, thank you. All right, Ms. Bowers, you call the roll, please?
Mr. Kevin Ball.
Yes.
Mr. Mark Messerschmidt.
Yes.
Mrs. Amy Ashcraft.
Yes.
Mrs. Lori Barnes.
Yes.
Mr. John Thomas.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Next, I'd like to block item G with item H. This is a Butler County ESC MOU for audiology and a Butler County contract for preschool consultation, coaching, PD, and training.
Is there a motion to approve a block of G and H as presented?
So moved.
Mr. Thomas, is there a second?
Second.
Ms. Barnes. Is there any discussion on these items?
Are these services, where Butler County's coming into our school settings?
We don't have enough students to staff a full-time audiologist or teacher for the hearing impaired, so we contract those services just for the students who need them.
And the preschool piece is basically just keeping us in compliance.
Yeah, we had toyed with not needing that this year, but with splitting the preschools and having additional staffing, we kept the consultation for the administration on to support Jenny and Lori as they're both kind of navigating compliance. That also covers trainings that are required for preschool teachers for step up to quality. So if they have to get a certain number of hours every year, they'll be able to get that training through this contract as well.
Any further discussion? All right, Ms. Bowers, call the roll, please.
Mr. John Thomas.
Yes.
Mrs. Lori Barnes.
Yes.
Mrs. Amy Ashcraft.
Yes.
Mr. Kevin Ball.
Yes.
Mr. Mark Messerschmidt.
Yes.
That motion carries 5-0. Next, I'd like to ask for a motion to approve the Warren County ESC quote for educational interpreters, physical therapy, and social communication.
Is there a motion to approve the Warren County ESC quote as presented?
So moved.
Mr. Messerschmidt, is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Thomas? This one kind of makes me wanna,
It's a lot of money.
I will share with you, I went back and pulled the contract from FY26. We were paying $60 an hour for the interpreters, that's up $1 per hour. Physical therapy was $88 an hour, and it's now $89. Then the social communications daily rate for our student placement was $450 per day, it's $455 per day. And then the one-on-one was $320, and it's now $328. So it's gone up just a little.
and these are things that we can't provide, we have to contract out.
These are for two, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to.
No, you're fine.
These are for two student placements at the social communications classroom at Warren County, which are very specialized programs for students with high need. One of those students requires a 2-to-1, which is additional staff. That's where you see that paraprofessional price and tech fee. There's also a sign language interpreter that, again, we don't provide in-house. The PT should say 0 because we are working, say 0? Okay, I thought so. We are working to hire our own PTs. I've had some good interviews over the last couple of weeks. We've had some good candidates, which we haven't had before, so we are really excited about that. Putting in some good time to try to get some of those on our own. So we have 9 total days of PT. We're working to try to fill those ourselves.
thank you.
Any idea how much of this is recoupable from the state or from other programs?
Yes, because I just finished threshold costs on Thursday. Yay, we can all take this time to celebrate because it's the worst day ever. Patty, I don't know if you started looking at that.
I started submitting some today. The way threshold costs, they collect everything and you get a piece of the pie. So, you're not gonna know what you're gonna get until they see how many people actually apply. So they look at all school districts, all disabilities, the higher your category.
We did submit 97 applications for reimbursement this year. So my hope is some of those I'm looking at right now say we'll get $1,000 or max of 1,000. Some of them are upwards of 100,000. So the kids that are more expensive, they reach a higher threshold, and so depending on what the reimbursement rate is, we get some back.
Okay. Thank you.
I should know more next month. I think I might have got 20 of them submitted today, but I'll get them out this week.
Barb, call roll, please.
Mr. Mark Messerschmidt.
Yes.
Mr. John Thomas.
Yes.
Mrs. Amy Ashcraft.
Yes.
Mrs. Lori Lawrence.
Yes.
Mr. Kevin Pohl.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. The next agenda item is the Butler County Sheriff's MOU SRO program for FY27. I'd like to have a motion to approve that, please.
Is there a motion to approve the MOU for the school resource officer for fiscal year 27?
So moved.
Mr. Messerschmidt, is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Fall. Did this go up at all?
It did. So our SRO rate this year is $39.10 an hour, and on this it's $40.27. The supervisor this year is $41.75. That's going to $43 an hour. The mobile parts were a max $16.58 this year. That's only $12.98 next year. I kind of went in and looked at the hours, and on the base rate, I think this will cost us about $9,500 additionally. Now, if we pull them in for extra things, it's extra time, but the base, it'll cost us about $9,500 more.
And this is for 4 officers.
And a supervisor. 3 officers and a supervisor. Right? Yeah, because we got Trenton, and the supervisor is in this building, is that right? At the middle school, and then 3 additional buildings. So it's a little bit of an increase that we're seeing that everybody's experiencing inflation like we are.
Is there any other wording that changed, or is it just the increase in?
I didn't look at the whole packet word for word. I was mainly just looking at the cost.
Are going to be the same for next year as we had this year? Do we know? Is that?
Probably not.
And we're happy with everything that we're getting.
So,
Curtis works with the SROs more than we
yeah.
do.
I mean, you got more actions, middle school, high school, and those, I know those who were saying the elementaries are more, they're more protection needs, programming with the students. I think the principals are satisfied with their SROs.
Okay.
Is there any further discussion?
Those started out to be grant funded and that all kind of went away, right?
What's that?
Didn't those start out to be grant funded initially?
We do charge one of our grants on this. It's usually about $25,000 that covers this. The rest was just general fund.
First started, you had like one SRO for the whole district, and that county everybody's pretty much the same.
They did different things every year. They retired,
Fires.
lower rates, grants.
Five's been a big improvement versus the one that go all over.
Yeah.
Big improvement. A lot of schools have the same way.
Ms. Bowden, call roll, please.
Mr. Mark Messerschmidt.
Yes.
Mr. Kevin Pohl.
Yes.
Mrs. Amy Ashcraft.
Yes.
Mrs. Lori Barnes.
Yes.
Mr. John Thomas.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. The next agenda item is the Cardio Partners quote. I'd like to ask for a motion to approve that, please.
Is there a motion to approve Cardio Partners quote as presented?
So moved.
Mr. Messerschmidt, is there a second? Mr. Thomas? Is there any discussion on this item?
What do we do in terms of training for these?
They have to be, all staff have to be trained for the end of the years, using the public school works. They have a different training depending on which unit you use, so they have to be trained.
We still do that for the students too, we still have a class over here for CPR for students.
High school.
Yeah.
Don't stop the bleed.
Yeah,
Yeah, stop it.
this is good.
These,
Coaches have to take this too, all coaches,
Right.
right curriculum, all coaches got to take this.
right, they have their own class for the pupil activity permits.
Yeah.
Our existing 19 APs are at the end of life. And we were trying to just buy replacement battery packs and pads because it's a lot cheaper. It's impossible, they're all in back order, and then the decision really was, do we really want to be using outdated AEDs?
That's probably one place you don't want to try to say. You
Yeah,
want to cut.
and so this program is, they'll buy back our old ones, and we get about $7,600 back on our old ones to help offset the cost. We're still trying to see if there's any grant money out there to help fund this. I've got Catherine at the county, the safety director, working on that, but, this program is on a timeline, so to get it, take advantage of this trade-in, we need to act pretty soon, even if we can get a grant later.
What's the life expectancy of the AED?
10 years, about 10 years.
So when we're replacing her at 10 years?
9 to 11, I think.
Yeah.
We phased them in, added them.
Is 19 enough to cover what we need to cover?
Yes.
Because I know there for a while we were short, maybe on a couple places.
Well, that's what the district nurse told me, that 19
Okay.
is what we need to buy.
We got that grant 2 years ago for the sports, so we had 2 that we used, like cross country, bowling, that they go out.
The mobile ones?
Those coaches, and
Okay.
on the golf course, get back to the clubhouse for maybe the coaches get carried with the golf cart with them. So we have 2 that goes out to our teams.
That's not in these 19 then, right?
No, that was the grant we got 2 years ago, about those for the, cover those.
Gotcha.
So total cost of the district after the trade-in is 34,000 minus the.
It's before the trade-in.
That's before the trade-in. Once we get these installed.
Rest of
Yeah.
34,000 minus the
They'll get us,
7,000.
it's a rebate, we'll pay, and then we'll get a check back.
So roughly out of pocket 2,700 or 27,000.
Yeah.
Seems reasonable.
Ms. Bowers, you call the roll, please?
Mr. Mark Messerschmidt.
Yes.
Mr. John Thomas.
Yes.
Mrs. Lori Barnes.
Yes.
Mr. Kevin Cole.
Yes.
Mrs. Amy Ashcraft.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Next, I'd like to ask for a motion to approve the final floor quote.
So
Sure.
moved.
Mr. Thomas, is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Fall?
All right. It's hard to hear down here.
Is there any discussion? Is there any discussion on this item?
John, you can talk about this one.
Okay. No, we, this is here where you, basically, take all the old wax off and then re-wax the floors. These 3 floors right here, the reason they stay 3 final floors is the one at the elementary school got totally taken all the way down to the wood about 4 or 5 years ago. And of course, the high school, believe it or not, will soon be due to do that as well. And the middle school just got that done a couple of years ago. So Edgewood Early Childhood Center and the old gym at the middle school, we have a lady who used to do that for us. She worked for us. She's going to be summer help this summer. So they just told her to go back and do those 2 floors, which will save us right around about $4,500 if I'm not mistaken. And then she'll take a custodian with her and train them. So going forward, they still get done and they get done right, but they don't have to be done as much as the way things have to be done.
Is there any other discussion on this? Bowers, you call the roll, please.
Mr. John Thomas,
Yes.
Mr. Kevin Cole.
Yes.
Mrs. Amy Ashcraft.
Yes.
Mrs. Lori Lawrence. Mr. Mark Messerschmidt.
Yes.
That motion carries 5-0. The next agenda item is insulated roofing. If I could have a motion to approve that quote, please.
Is there a motion to approve the insulated roofing quote as presented?
So moved.
Mr. Messerschmidt, is there a second?
Second.
Ms. Marks? Is there any discussion on this item?
So, intermediate school, I thought was all, isn't it all metal roofing? What are we doing?
Ridge cap, right?
Mr. Thomas, you want to talk about this one? You were there.
What? You told me to be there.
We appreciate you being there.
It's rich cap.
All right.
Okay.
I didn't think
And
about
it
that.
could probably be, there's thousands of them, but there's also, I don't know, Mr. Gavin's here, he can probably tell the proper word for it, the things that snap the two panels together. There's some of those that will get replaced too, they just wear out over time. It's getting up pretty old. We call those rivets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what that would be on that. All these are in leak spots. The good news about both the middle school and primary school was they went back to all the stuff that was, the warranties getting ready to expire. They went ahead and made any repairs that needed to be made to that. There wasn't a lot in that area. We did it 5 years ago. We had a 5-year warranty on repairs. This is not new roofing or anything. So, but they did went ahead and patch that up where there's leaks, and then these are areas of these two buildings, middle school and primary school, that have never been done. So this is gonna go through and do the same thing that they did 5 years ago on the other ones to these two areas here. At these primary and middle schools, all this will carry a 5-year warranty with them.
We haven't talked a lot about roofs over the last several years, and I think it's kind of catching up with us. If we get heavy rains like what we're dealing with tonight and maybe into tomorrow, do we have places where we're actually getting water that's coming inside the buildings?
In the middle school auditorium, there's been a little bit.
Yeah, this will take care of that.
We, in that, because last year we sealed the brick because we thought maybe it was seeping into the brick. We did that, but the ridge cap, that's probably the issue.
Middle school, there was a couple of them down, I call them downspouts, scupper boxes. There was a couple of those brown things that go away down in that cave, that they were rusted out. So when they get rusted out, it goes straight down through the brick. That's in this quote as well. Those will be replaced as well.
There's probably other leaks in the middle school, but that's the oldest roof. It's probably right part of the middle school roof.
Which one? Which call the oldest roof?
Part of the middle school roof, maybe that's got some of the older roof on it, if I'm not mistaken. Larry would know more, but I've done the middle school, in that part of our oldest roof.
It's old, yeah.
Does that roof leak much, Alex?
Oh, yeah.
Like what areas?
I know the auditorium's bad. We had the last.
Hold on here a minute, Alex. I don't mean to interrupt you. The auditorium itself?
So it's the humidity, like we had like how many different things in the auditorium trying.
That was HVAC related, that wasn't leak.
And then cafeteria, the last big snowfall we had, good garbage cans and.
On the fall.
Yeah,
This will cover that. This will cover that.
Yeah.
The auditorium in the gymnasium, there was a brand new roof put onto that back in 2017. There's a 35-year warranty on that.
Right.
That's Garland Company, which has been out here before.
I think the leaks in the auditorium and the cooler.
So air handlers are up top. Yeah.
So the reason I asked that question, do we have spots where we're doing additional damage to the building because of the leaks that we're having, or is it?
Not that I'm aware of.
Right, it's tearing up your, long drawn blanks tonight.
Ceiling tiles.
Ceiling tiles, yeah. Requiring ceiling tiles to be replaced.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
This should cover, and getting a 5-year warranty is a good move, and my personal opinion is a pretty good price. We're talking about maybe $12,000 a year over the next 5 years for 3 buildings. Not much.
discussion? Ms. Bowers, you call the roll, please.
Mr. Mark Messerschmidt.
Yes.
Mrs. Lori Barnes.
Yes.
Mrs. Amy Ashcraft.
Yes.
Mr. Kevin Full.
Yes.
Mr. John Thomas.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Next, I'd like to ask for a motion to approve the 26-27 school fees as presented.
Is there a motion to approve the 26-27 school fees as presented?
So moved.
Mr. Fall, is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Messerschmidt. Is there any discussion on this item?
These look like they're fairly consistent with the last couple of years. Is that pretty accurate?
Mrs. Beckett, do you want to address fees?
They are very similar. There's a couple that have changed, for the high school, but we kept them the same.
Looks about the same to me. That's great.
Ms. Bowers, you call the roll, please.
Mr. Kevin Full.
Yes.
Mr. Mark Messerschmidt.
Yes.
Mrs. Amy Ashcraft.
Yes.
Mrs. Lori Barnes.
Yes.
Mr. John Thomas.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Next agenda item, I'd like to ask for a motion to approve the donations. We have one, $475 from Jacksonburg United Methodist Church to be applied to lunch charges. A donation of $1,000 from Brian Ellis for girls basketball, and a donation of $112.50 paid on a school lunch charges, and that donor has to remain anonymous.
Is there a motion to approve the donations as presented?
So moved.
Mr. Messerschmidt, is there a second?
Second.
Ms. Barnes? What do we do when we get an anonymous donation? Like, obviously, do you know who it came from and you thank them, or they just don't want to be announced here?
I'm not sure why this person asked. This actually went through the building. I am hoping that the principal, I'm sure that she did thank the donor for doing that, but that happens a lot.
I just wondered, like, do we know who it is? We can thank them, or
The principal knows who it is.
the principal is taking care of it?
She will take care.
Principal thanked them, but they were very adamant that they wish to remain anonymous.
Okay. Well, thank you for letting me know. Is there any more discussion on this?
Very generous, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much to all the donations.
Named or unnamed? We
Yes.
gladly take your money.
Ms. Bowers, you call the roll, please.
Mr. Mark Messerschmidt.
Yes.
Mrs. Lori Barnes.
Yes.
Mrs. Amy Ashcraft.
Yes.
Mr. Kevin Full.
Yes.
Mr. John Thomas.
Yes.
That motion carries 5-0. Next is just informational items from the treasurer, and I just have a couple things I would like to share. Lindsay Blight actually applied for a VWC grant and was able to get 12 evacuation chairs. I believe we only had a couple in the district, but kudos to her for working that out for us. So we'll have met all the needs for every building in the event of an emergency that we would need these for our special needs students to exit the building.
That's great, thank you.
Shout out to the PTs, they did all of the legwork behind that. PTs were amazing.
Yeah. And the other thing is, I want to do a shout out to my folks in my office. We actually, for the 4th year consecutive, received Auditor of State Award again. So, my people are on it. Can't thank them enough for all that they do, and
Nice picture on the web.
it's an honor. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's great.
It's a well-oiled machine, and watching that new employee come in there working every day getting trained is pretty amazing too, how much time they're spending training that new employee.
Yes.
So it was a good hire.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
That post on social media looked really good too. That was a great picture and great work. It was nice.
Thank you very much.
Is that all?
Yep.
All right, we'll move to superintendent's items next.
So my items, there's no voting items, it's literally just two first read items with of course, the board docs down, unless you've already reviewed the board policy updates. Those are your Neola quarterly updates that reflect changes in legislation. It's a first read, so there's nothing to approve. So when you're able to get back on the board docs, you can review those if you haven't already. If you have any questions, we can take care of those next month.
Do we know how long board docs is gonna be down?
We do not know. We
This is
thought it
the
would be
first
that
time I have ever experienced this in 4 years.
Yeah, we have trouble with public school works from time to time. This is the first time we've had it with board docs.
Is it just us or is it
It
everybody?
said in the
nationwide?
United States, I have a ticket out there, and like the other countries don't seem to be having a problem, it's just right here, so.
Now, do you know how long we've done board docs?
No.
Do you remember, Carrie? This is the first time I ever, we've done a long time, but this is the first time I ever remember having it be down at all. I mean,
So you got the board policy updates, those are board docs, again, first read, so check those out. There was a pretty small update, I think, compared to the last one. And then you've got the extracurricular handbook, and that is an attachment, I think you may have that, and that is, Scott's here if you have any questions, that's also a first read. And I think he made, changes in red, if there's any additions or deletions or changes or highlighted in red, so, it's about a 20-page document there, just the expectations for our student athletes, extracurricular activities. It's not just athletics, it's extracurricular, so there's some consistency across programs, and for students and parents have to sign off and agree to participate in extracurriculars.
Scott, I saw a lot of red in here. Looks like there's been quite a few changes. Who all did you involve with you to review this? And
I had, Mr. Fall, Mr. Thomas both set in on it, and then I had 4 of our coaches, 2 male, 2 female, coaches from the different gender teams, and then had 6 parents that was part of the setting. So we had 2 meetings. One was kind of go through the old policy, start talking about the new one, and the second meeting was everybody go home, kind of digest what we talked about, additions, things that want to bring back to us that they thought, could change or things we need to do better. That was what was added in red. Just as we change as America, things have changed. Big thing was a lot of parent stuff, expectations. We haven't really had anything finite in there about parents' behavior. It's 40 minutes now. We have something actually in there writing. The whole parent accountable for their actions at games and stuff too. And then with the change in schools, with CCPs, kind of attendance issues and stuff we were kind of seeing ourselves here at school, kind of just outlined the expectations. We thought those programs fine, but you got to be in school.
Also, there was the band director.
Yes, sorry, yes, we included Mr. Arnold was there for the extracurricular, and he had one of his booster members there also with us.
Yep, and Court Lears had quite a bit of input as well, correct?
Yeah.
She couldn't make the one night I was there because of a practice.
Practice, yes.
That was everything I really noticed. A lot of the changes were to broaden the scope to all extracurriculars, not just athletics, and to try to bring some of that consistency. We had to change some of the sections, and thank you, Scott, for putting a lot of that together, whoever helped, I'm sure, but it was just trying to bring a lot of consistency. It's not just sports and all those extracurriculars, so go across all those activities.
So we'll vote on those next month.
so is Scott no longer the athletic director? He's the
Extracurricular director.
extracurricular director.
Depends on who you ask.
I do have one question. So, and it's not really in here, and I don't know what the policy or what the procedure would actually be. But if we had parents from another school that came here and created problems, do we have jurisdiction where we could ban them from our facilities?
We could, if we remember who they were in our base, you play in one of those teams at middle school on December of 2026, they don't come back here until January 27, or my gate workers or administration remember who that parent actually was. That'd be hard. I'd say each call, if something happens, we communicate that person, stuff. We did have an incident 2 years ago with one of our parents having a away game. That parent was banned from any further extracurricular activities at Edgewood because of the behavior out of the game.
Okay.
So we did hold him accountable for his actions.
All right, thank you.
That's all I have. I know there's a lot of other initiatives. I don't know if you have specific questions about anything else going on with the grade realignment. Anything else? I know we've been dealing with a lot. I didn't itemize things on here, but if you have any specific questions or concerns, we're almost done with the staff sort out. Potentially the last posting comes down tomorrow, which could be final placement of the grade realignment. And, barring any changes, I think we're going to be close to 100% satisfaction. I think people, in terms of voluntary versus involuntary transfers, we're going to come close to. I think we have a lot of happy people that aren't being involuntarily transferred. I think most of this was done voluntarily. And, we'll see how it plays out. But the last person, who's the lowest senior person, reminded that in the spot that they're going to be happy with as well. Which that was the one person I thought might be unhappy. But we'll see how that plays out. So that could wrap up shortly. That way the buildings that we were staffs are going to be 100%. Of course, there'll still be probably resignations or people doing things over the summer, but this is strictly from the grade realignment.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is board member items. Just to let everybody know, at our meeting last month, we discussed kind of having a liaison person for different categories so that I wasn't just talking about FFA and Kevin wasn't just talking about baseball and, you know. So I'll let John go first if you can tell like what liaison you are, and then if you have anything. If not, I know it's the first one.
I'm not sure exactly how we tied it, but with the municipalities, with Wayne Township, St. Clair, Trenton, interaction there. I do have a small comment on that tonight.
Okay.
And I think that was it with me.
Okay. You want to tell them what you're...
Well, you want to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we did, Kevin and I actually met with the city of Trenton, and this got brought up today on the projects that are going on and you know, what stages they're in, so on and so forth. I have a lot to report as far as what it's going to mean to the schools. I think that's still out there in some cases, and we're looking at, you know, where there's maybe going to be some help. You know, the number of homes coming in. I know back about 15, 20 years ago, if we heard that number of homes, we would be thinking all kinds of students, but some of those homes are earmarked towards a more older population, and then birth rates going down. So it used to be like 0.9 kids per home, and this is more like 0.3 kids. So if there's 300 homes, you may be looking at 100 kids if you go by the studies that are out there. But it was a good meeting, and we'll continue to meet. We hope to also meet with St. Clair and Wayne here in the near future also. Take care of that just to keep everybody up to date. I did have another thing. This is kind of a little bit out of my lane, but I do want to say that the field renovation project that started 4 years ago, is that correct, Mr. Clemens? Yeah, we started 4 years ago. We just finished up on the concession stand. There's still work to be done. There's some painting that needs to be done, and there's some asphalt repair from where they were moving machinery around, so on and so forth. But I went to the Bill Mello track meet and got a chance to just walk through it, and it's a big improvement over what we had in there. It was very crowded. It had old equipment stuff looking really nice, and I think when everything is painted this summer and that asphalt gets repaired and some little bit of fencing repair, it's a good investment. The thing about the investment, I don't want to mention names because I'll forget somebody, but I would like to thank all the corporate sponsors. If you really want to know who they are, you just have to go down to the field. You'll see their advertisements on our baseball field or a softball field or along the fence line or on the scoreboard. And there was quite a few private donations as well that was made to that project and enabled us to make, I mean, that place I think is just really looking good. Our training facility was not in the right place. It had, for trainers to treat athletes. It was stuck in the middle of that field house, so there was a lot of crossover and things that just weren't right. Where we were able to move it, it's a lot of space in there now, the weight room, all that. So it's a joint venture, and I think we'll see more because we still got another year of payment coming in, and then hopefully improve, continue on with it. But it looks really good. I want to compliment the board members that were previously here for approving that as well, Gary. It's nice to have nice things. I think people appreciate it as long as you take care of it. I know other schools in the years kind of get on us for a couple of days. What you have to do that? Now everybody here wants us to have that. Sorry. Sorry you lost too. Anyway, thanks.
Just to reiterate, the field renovation fund has funded all of that.
Yes.
Nothing from general fund.
Yes.
I just want to point that out.
Say it again.
Field renovation fund funded the project, nothing from general fund.
Thanks to the sponsors.
Absolutely.
Yes.
The concession stand was nice. I worked the junior high track meet before it got canceled, and we weren't on top of each other. There was plenty of room to move, and it was very nice.
Jim Woodard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Dasher.
You're welcome. Mr. Fall?
I was, I think, volunteered to do budget and finance, and that fun topic. One thing I will say and report is please stay informed. May 7th is going to tell a lot. It's in the media, it's in the social media, but elections as of May 7th, we are very fortunate to have already done quite a bit of planning with the previous board and Patty and her whole team as they just got their audit award, but we've been working a long time to try to stay away from that. And as a new board member, I'm very appreciative to have some resources, mainly time, to try to navigate and figure all that's going to happen here in a very short amount of time. From May to November, we're going to learn and find out a whole heck of a lot. To you board members, there is an OSBA virtual training tomorrow, and it's literally addressing budget shortfalls. You can go in person, but it also is virtual through your OSBA connections if you have time to listen in on that. It's from 9 to 2 tomorrow. So understanding if you can, but they're going to go through a lot of that. And obviously, I think the way it prepped it was use a lot of scenarios from what districts are going through now. So we've been talking about it quite a bit, trying to make sure we stay ahead of that. I just ask everybody to stay as informed as you can on all that coming down the line.
Okay,
Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Are you going to mention FFA?
No, you can't. I'll let you know.
Well, I was always told I'm not allowed to mention FFA.
You can ask if you ask permission.
So the FFA banquet was this past Saturday, and not just our local students, but continued support through the community as well as our college students. We have a number of them going later this week to be recognized and honored for not just state degrees and local chapter degrees, but American degrees, which only 2% of the entire populace gets an American degree. And we have, I think, a couple up for that award from Edgewood here later this week. We'll be celebrating that. So as one of those Butler Tech programs that we do exceptionally well with and have figured out, we would love to, as you say, collaborate with any more of those kinds of opportunities we can with Butler Tech. It works out both well for us as a district, our students most importantly, but also the financing helps quite a bit as they have different resources that we cannot tap into. And that's just one perfect example of that. That's been very successful here for a very long time.
People outside of FFA don't understand the big deal that an American degree is. But if you go to national convention and you see these hundreds of thousands of kids in these FFA jackets, and you think about 2% of those make it, like that's impressive.
My daughter has one, I do not. So
both of my daughters have one, I do not. So hopefully we're getting better as it goes.
that's right. Thank you. Sorry, I had to give her a hard time, I didn't know. if I
That's
could.
fine, I just don't want to step on anybody's toes.
That's out of my purview of budget, but I wanted to make sure.
Okay. I guess I'm kind of doing like curriculum and just student academic progress achievements. And Mrs. Beckett and I are going to have lunch so I can get caught up with state things coming down the pipe, because I'm sure, as always, there's going to be a lot of stuff coming down from the ODE. But I do have some recognitions of kids. And we know our kids are excelling in and out of the classroom, and I know I will mess up this child's name, but Benisha Adhaikari earned first place at the Ohio HOS Biotechnology Competition, which biotech just seems way out of my league. Also, our middle school community service groups, they collected pop tabs to support Ronald McDonald House. They had a huge success, and they talked about, from what I understand, wanting to do it again next year. So if you want to be one of those people that keeps a container on your counter for pop tabs, please do that. The middle school and high school were recognized again as renewed Purple Star schools for our district's commitment to military families. And EMS was awarded for the third time I think it was the third year in a row of being one of the best communities for music education award. So our kids are doing a lot in and out, and I know not everybody's on Parent Square, so I think it's nice to give a shout out to those kids.
Thank you.
So as we picked the areas that we wanted to focus on, I was the last to pick, and there wasn't a whole lot left. So John volunteered me to kind of help with some of the relationships with Wayne Township, St. Clair Township, Trenton City Council, and just working with a lot of the local officials and trying to help build a tighter relationship between the school and the communities that we serve. So I'm kind of involved in that. I showed some interest in working a little bit with curriculum. Lori is certainly more qualified than I as a retired teacher to do that. So I'm kind of helping wherever help is needed. One thing I am very interested in is legislation. I have been following a lot of the legislation. I've been following the governor's race. I've been following a lot of the neighboring districts with upcoming levies and just kind of watching that. My personal opinion is I think after the election in November, we're going to have a pretty good idea of what the future of public education is going to look like, both from a property tax perspective, a legislative perspective, and quite honestly, the emphasis and the focus that's put on from the governor's office. So I think we're within 6 months of having a pretty good idea of knowing how public education is going to look over the next several years. One of the things that I wanted to kind of talk about, and you hear it up here, there's a lot of activity in the district right now. When you think about, we're getting close to closing out a school year, and there still is a significant amount of activities, everything from extracurricular to in the classroom. Lori's talking about a lot of the achievement. We got the DC trip coming up here in a few weeks. I mean, it's just, it hasn't slowed down. There's just so much stuff that's going on in the district and a lot of work to keep up with what is expected, but then we're trying to improve and make some things better within the district. Curtis rolled out a really bold strategy for next year that included expansion of virtual academy, preschool, the grade realignment, just all these things that's taking place, and all the work in addition to day-to-day operations that's happened to happen behind the scenes. So I wanted to recognize all the folks that are putting in effort and emphasis on making all these things successful. One thing that I've been fairly passionate about for the last year is some of the things that's going on within food service in the district. I've taken an interest in trying to understand and learn as much about that as I can, and I've had some really good meetings recently. And as with any new process change, which bringing Chartwell's in has definitely been a process change, I think there's still some opportunities out there, and I've been involved in some of that, and actually it was escalated up to the administration. John, you were involved in it. Curtis, you've taken kind of the lead in it. You've included building principles. And I kind of feel like we're at a point where we're trying to see where we're at with all this. And it's one of those things I'm very passionate about. I'm very interested in it. I hope that we can we can come to an agreement that makes this better going into next year. And I'm really excited to see, how these meetings all go. It's my understanding we've got a meeting here in a couple of days to kind of see where we're at. So very interested in what that's going to look like and what that outcome is going to produce. So I just can't say it enough. There's a lot going on. I really appreciate the rest of the board being involved in all the things that we're talking about. You guys talked about being involved with local officials. You talked about being involved in the extracurricular handbook and just all the FFA stuff that was going on this past week. Just a lot of activity in the district. That feels pretty awesome to see our district thrive and our kids excel. So very proud to be a part of it. Thank you.
Thanks. Well, my section is extracurriculars and the achievement of those people who participate in that. So I talked with our new extracurricular director, and you know that's what I'm going to call you. So he wanted to let everybody know that, the boys volleyball team's having a great year. And we have 4 that have some sort of state rankings, which, I think that's awesome. And then Madison Farrell from the softball team got her 100th hit on April 8th, so that was pretty impressive. We are having 20 athletes that will be signing college promise. What are they called?
Signing day.
Yeah, signing day. Sorry, on May 8th. And then he didn't have any GPA. That's important to me, is a GPA, and not just success like on the field or on the court, but also in the classroom. But we didn't have any of that information yet, so we'll have that coming up in May. But I'd like to report just about the things that are going on as far as extracurriculars and the successes of those kids, not just sports, but extracurriculars as well. So, and I'll have to say, so in my job, I come into contact with a lot of school districts, and the doom and gloom that is out there is crazy, just with, finances and budget and things like that. And it is refreshing to come here and talk about all the things that we're doing and giving this district what it deserves and the people. And I just, in all the years I've been on the board, this plan that Curtis has come up with, and we all were like, that sounds great. We were just totally on board with it. And I think it's just a breath of fresh air, so. I'm hoping people support it, and they understand what we're doing. But, we're trying to make this district the best that we can in an era of cuts and doom and gloom. So, we're all rainbows and sunshine here.
Yeah, you talked about Madison, and actually, one of the classes I was teaching at Miami in the fall, she was a CCP student in one of my classes. Yeah. I can tell you, not only is she an awesome athlete, she is a pretty impressive student. Her work ethic, and so again, just another example of her thriving as an athlete, but also having huge success in the classroom.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
So I know later on we're going to vote on personnel after executive session. We do have a family in the audience who I wanted Scott to be able to introduce to the board, to put a face with a name. And I happen to know this family very well from my days at Madison, so I'll let Scott introduce Tommy McGuire, who's going to be my nomination to be our new girls varsity basketball coach.
You left us, Scott. What up?
Tommy, why don't you introduce everybody that's here with you?
His wife, John Ross. He had to go out. Most important person. I do want to make a comment real quick though before we get to that. I hope when you guys get back and Curtis explains the extracurricular thing, the importance of it for me, because I had the meeting with Mr. Thomas and Mr. Paul was in there just talking about the importance, like I said, the FFA, the band, our band. I didn't put that down for him because like to hear what you guys say back, but our band just got back from Hollywood, did great down there. It was great seeing those kids go down there, compete, have fun as families, but also get to compete, down in Hollywood. So great for that too. And the FFA banquet, as you get older, your kids start getting passionate about things you did as a parent center, senior, freshman child up there getting the awards they got at the FFA. as a second generation person, as Kevin and Amy said, doing better than what we did when we went to FFA. It's very impressive. So to see all the things our kids are doing, that's kind of, the thing I want to do is, be able to be that voice for that group and make sure that they have a voice and somebody to lean on and somebody to come to and have a conversation with. So at this time, I'll let Tommy introduce his family.
I'm Tommy McGuire. With me tonight, my wife Erica and our son Grady, who is way in the back. He was the one making all the noise earlier, so I apologize for that. Also, my dad, Brian McGuire, my mom, Pam McGuire, and then our friend and one of my assistants, Robert Blank, as well.
Tommy graduated from Madison in 2006. I was his principal. I used to play a little basketball with the boys back in those days. I was a little younger. Brian was basketball coach, Madison. Both my kids, very close to these two. Great family. Erica and Olivia, my daughter, they're a year apart. I met them in Upward Bound, where I think we got kicked out of Upward Bound because these little aggressive basketball playing girls took it way too serious and wasn't as fun as for the other kids, but it was fun for our little team. It was just, I said, when we get Tommy, we get a quality person, we get a quality family, and extended family beyond that. So it's my thrill to nominate Tommy for this position because he's doing amazing things for a girls basketball program. So excited for you, Tom. Thank you, Brian.
So we got him some Edgewood stuff, some Edgewood
I gotta
attire.
get him some swag.
Yeah.
I told him he's got to put that red.
Get rid of that
red.
red.
No more red in my book.
No
No more red.
It's got to make sure Dad gets some too.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll definitely make sure.
Well, his mom is a native too, already.
I just know Brian. I know him for a long time.
He got rid of Madison stuff too, so.
And I think it's everybody understands in our league, we get somebody that played in SWL and coached in it, he understands the league, he understands the landscape, what we're doing, how he's kind of modeled us up there talking, whatever. If you've seen the things he did while he was at Madison, he made a fall league, got a lot of participation, took his team, hooked up with Fever over in Indy, you got the big players over there. We actually jumped in this year, he got up, so they got to go over to the Fever's game, get on the court, get to see something. He does a lot for the students outside of basketball, Texas, and he really does a great job of coaching the kid all the way through the process, not just the basketball X and O's. So very excited to have him jumping on with us.
Well, welcome to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's great.
All right.
We do have open enrollment if you've got like to bring.
What was that?
We do have open enrollment if you got some folks you'd like to bring over.
We do have some vacancies.
Yeah.
All right. Well, at this time, we will look for a motion to go into executive session to consider the employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official, or the investigation of charges or complaints against that public employee. Is there a motion to go into executive session? Mrs. Barnes, is there a second? Mr. Hall. It's 7:08. We just have a lot of personnel stuff coming out. What? Oh, you got to call the roll. Sorry, I'm not John.
Mrs. Lori Barnes?
Yes.
Mr. Kevin Paul?
Yes.
Mrs. Amy Ashcraft?
Yes.
Mr. Mark Messerschmidt?
Yes.
Mr. John Thomas?
Yes.
So we have a bunch of personnel that'll come out after this, but you guys are welcome to stay, but if not, thank you for coming. And I guess try to stay dry. It sounds good. It's 8:51. We're back in regular session. Is there, let's see, a motion to approve, it's in the last opportunity. Motion to approve the fiscal year 27 administrative and exempt compensation schedule as presented.
So moved.
Second. Mr. Paul.
Mr. Kevin Paul?
Yes.
Mrs. Lori Barnes?
Yes.
Mrs. Amy Ashcraft?
Yes.
Mr. Mark Messerschmidt?
Yes.
Mr. John Thomas?
Yes.
Okay, is there, let's see, motion passes.
Oh, motion carries 5-0. Yep.
Is there a motion to approve the fiscal year 27 28, school psychologist salary schedules as presented. That's both of those, right?
Yep.
So moved.
Mr. Messerschmidt, is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Fall?
Mr. Mark Messerschmidt.
Yes.
Mr. Kevin Fall.
Yes.
Mrs. Amy Ashcraft.
Yes.
Mrs. Lori Barnes.
Yes.
Mr. John Thomas.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the administration certified classified exempt supplemental nominations as presented?
So moved.
Mr. Thomas, Mr. Messerschmidt, second.
Yes.
Mr. John Thomas.
Yes.
Mr. Mark Messerschmidt.
Yes.
Mrs. Amy Ashcraft.
Yes.
Mrs. Lori Barnes.
Yes.
And Mr. Kevin Fall.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the certified salary notices as presented?
Are these two
One
combined?
starts with Jeff Adams.
So moved.
Mr. Messerschmidt, is there a second? Lori.
Oh, yes. Second.
Okay, Mrs. Barnes.
And Mr. Mark Messerschmidt.
Yes.
Mrs. Lori Barnes.
Yes.
Mrs. Amy Ashcraft.
Yes.
Mr. John Thomas.
Yes.
And Mr. Kevin Fall.
Abstain.
Is there a motion to approve the certified salary notice for Libby Wolf as presented?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Thomas.
Mr. Kevin Fall.
Yes.
Mr. John Thomas.
Yes.
Mrs. Amy Ashcraft.
Yes.
Mrs. Lori Barnes.
Yes.
Mr. Mark Messerschmidt.
Abstain.
Is there a motion to approve the certified contract as presented?
So moved.
Mr. Thomas?
Second.
Mr. Fall?
Mr. John Thomas.
Yes.
Mr. Kevin Fall.
Yes.
Mrs. Amy Ashcraft.
Yes.
Mrs. Lori Barnes.
Yes.
Mr. Mark Messerschmidt.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Is there a motion to approve the certified contract and salary notice for Chris Barnes as presented?
So moved.
Mr. Messerschmidt, is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Fall?
Mr. Mark Messerschmidt.
Yes.
Mr. Kevin Fall.
Yes.
Mrs. Amy Ashcraft.
Yes.
Mrs. Lori Barnes.
Abstain.
And Mr. John Thomas.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0, and there is no H.
Okay, I was gonna say, what is that one?
Yeah.
All right, at this time, we'll look for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
Mr. Messerschmidt, Mr. Fall?
Second.
Mr. Mark Messerschmidt.
Yes.
Mr. Kevin Fall.
Yes.
Mrs. Amy Ashcraft.
Yes.
Mrs. Lori Barnes.
Yes.
Mr. John Thomas.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. It is 8:55 p.m.